The market is trading in a narrow range for around 1 month now. From the technical analysis perspective, Nifty has a strong support around 24,000 and is facing resistance at around 25,100 level. In the near term, what are the possibilities of a breakdown below 24,000 or a breakout above 25,100? Welcome to Geojit Spotlight. The possibility of a breakdown below 24,000 is remote now, but it may happen due to two reasons. One, the 90-day pause in reciprocal tariffs declared by President Trump ends on July 9th. Yesterday, President Trump declared that he will be sending letters to trading partners in the next 2 weeks, setting universal tariffs. There's a lot of uncertainty regarding the base rate, that is the minimum universal tariff that US will be imposing on trading partners. If it is too high, like the tariffs declared on April 2nd, it can be problematic. Global trade will be impacted. Global growth will be impacted. Markets will experience a correction. Second, more important than the universal tariffs imposed on most countries will be the trade deal between US and China, the world's two large economies. President Trump says that US and China have reached agreement on a trade and tariff framework. He made this declaration yesterday. He added that the tariff on China will be 55% and the US tariff, that is the tariffs on US exports, will be 10%. China has not confirmed this. President Trump is notoriously inconsistent. His credibility is very low. Therefore, market participants will be in a wait and watch mode. Markets will discount positive news only on clarity of details, not on rumors. If the US-China trade deal does not happen, there can be a sharp correction in the market. In the US-China trade tariff skirmishes, which has happened since April 2nd, China has come out better. China played her cards much better than US. President Trump has learned the hard way that he cannot ride roughshod on China. China gave a big blow to the US by restricting the exports of rare earth minerals and magnets to US. Rare earth minerals are extensively used in electric vehicles, electronics, and medical technology. Other countries also suffered from Chinese export restrictions of rare earth minerals. India also is suffering from this. Market expectation is that US and China will settle this issue in the interest of both countries. This is the likely scenario. When this happens, or if this happens, globally markets will heave a sigh of relief. In India, Nifty can break the 25,100 resistance level decisively and move forward. But wait for details on this. Investors have to be careful because President Trump is a tariff man. He will continue to make noises regarding tariffs. Expect negative announcement regarding trade and tariffs from this inconsistent mercurial president. India's present economic and market scenario can be summed up in 4 words: strong macros, weak micros. Macros like GDP growth, inflation, interest rates, fiscal deficit, current account deficit, foreign exchange reserves are all very strong. But micros, corporate earnings that is, are weak. This is the biggest challenge the market faces in the short run. India's corporate earnings increased only by 5% last year. That is FY25. Nifty 50 earnings were flat at just 1% growth. Therefore, market valuations are high. Nifty is now trading at around 22 times FY26 earnings. This is much higher than the long-term average, the 10-year average of 18.5. That said, it is important to understand that valuations in India will continue to remain high. It would be difficult, almost impossible to buy Indian stocks at low valuations. During the last 5 years, there has been an explosive growth in the number of retail investors. Money flows through mutual funds continue to be robust, particularly systematic investment plans. This will continue to support the market and valuations will remain high. What should investors do in this very uncertain context? Investors need to do only one thing: invest systematically and wait with a lot of patience. And when you invest, ensure that you are investing in high quality stocks. Remember the market wisdom that wealth is created in the long run.